Welcome back, Refocus Gang, and welcome back to another episode of Refocus on You. I greatly appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys have had a great week. I hope you enjoyed my video last week talking about the importance of men expressing their feelings. If you have not caught that video, please make sure you go back and watch it. It is very important that we begin being able to properly express our emotions and communicate and be vulnerable. Today, we have a heavy topic, trigger warning. If you have been raped or molested or anything of that nature, this may trigger you. So I do want to put that out. If you have those types of triggers, you may want to just skip this video this week. But today we're going to be talking about incest. Incest. The silent thing that has been going on for generations and generations, and no one is talking about it. Everybody is sweeping it under the rug. Everybody is, what happens in this family stays in this family. Nobody is getting help. People are just hurting each other, and it's coming from the ones closest to you. So, I'm going to mainly start off with a definition. So, if you don't know what incest is, the crime of having sexual intercourse with a parent, child, sibling, or grandchild. So, right there, most people will be like, ew, no. Honestly, it happens so much more than we may want to believe, or we are allowing ourselves to believe. When I did a little research, I found out that 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 5 boys are sexually abused before they turn the age of 18. A child. Most of the time, 85% of the time, it's someone that is closest to them. So a parent, a sibling, a uncle, a aunt, a mother, a grandfather, a grandmother is molesting and raping the kids that they are supposed to be protecting. A couple of disturbing things that I found while doing research, and mind you, while I was doing this research, let me tell you that incest is so swept under the rug, it's barely any research to do. There's barely anyone talking about it. There's barely anyone making any type of recognition or any noise about it. One of the most powerful pieces that I found was written in 2013. So we can all imagine just how swept under the rug this is. And this has been happening for ages. Like, I know women that are twice my age that was molested and raped by people who were supposed to protect them. I know women that are my age, lots of women that were raped, molested by people that were supposed to protect them. So this is something that we need to really talk about. Like I said, some of the disturbing facts that I found are: a lack of spousal sexual activity is common preceding factor. When I read that, to me, it kind of made me feel like, are you excusing it? Or like, what are you saying that, okay, if this was going on, this wouldn't be going on? There is no right person in their mind that feels like, if my spouse don't do this for me, I should seek it from a child. That is sick. And there's nobody in their right mind that is gonna feel that way. Like, it's no reason why a child should do it for you. You should not even be attracted to children at all. In many cases, when incest is revealed to outside parties, the parties involved are not prosecuted. And that goes back to what happens in this house or what happens in this family stays in this family. No. Why are we protecting the people who are raping and molesting innocent children? Innocent children in their time when they're supposed to be mentally, physically, emotionally developing, we're snatching all of that from them and just turning them to adults. Do you know that most teen prostitutes and prisoners are sexually abused as kids? Most of them. Sexual abused kids are twice the risk for mental health issues and twice as likely to attempt and succeed at killing themselves. We are damaging, not we, they are damaging kids, causing them to act out and do certain things to the point that they feel like, oh, I'm better off not here. I've heard numerous stories of brothers, fathers holding children down and raping them to the point that they feel like they don't want to be beautiful. They would rather dress like a boy or dress like a girl or change the dynamic of how they look so that they're not attractive to anyone in order to stop them from being raped and molested. Do you know the amount of damage that does to the mental when someone who is supposed to protect you is harming you? It's been going on, like I say, for decades on top of decades, and it gets easier and easier every decade because nobody is speaking on it. Nobody is protecting their children. Mothers are protecting boyfriends and husbands more than they're protecting their children. For what? Financial gain? Emotional support? It can't be. It can't be no physical support, because how do you go from a child to adult? Adult to a child? Like, that's just sick. And for anybody to feel like it's okay for me to allow somebody to touch my child in order for me to have this, you're sick. And you don't deserve children. I'm sorry. If you cannot protect these kids, you don't deserve kids. You may ask yourself, why are so many cases unreported? Why do so many children keep quiet? Lack of protection. Think about it. And this is from experience, I have seen multiple kids be molested and raped by the same person. When the first person told, nothing happened. When the second person told, nothing happened. When the third person told, nothing happened. I've seen church, religious organizations say, let God handle him. There's no need to press charges. How? How do you go to church and say you fear God? You are Holy Ghost filled, and your Holy Ghost don't check you at the door with that? No, this man needs to go to jail. This man needs to be raped just like he was raping these kids. I'm sorry. No. So many cases are unreported because nothing happens. Kids come out and say such and such is touching me, and instead of them being protected, it's, oh, you crazy. Oh, what was you doing? Where was you at? You be being fast. You be all booped up around them. Your shorts too short. I don't care. No child should be looked at as a companion. That's sick. I don't care what they got on. I don't care what they're doing. It's the adult's fault because they have the right mind. So if you have ever blamed your child for something that happened to them, you need to be locked up with the person who did it. If you protected the person who did it more than you protected your child, if you protected a family name more than you protected your child, if you protected your reputation more than you protected your child, you're sick. You're sick. There's nothing more important than me being able to raise my child up with none of this happening to her. You break a child. You break their innocence. You take that away from them. They have ongoing issues. It could be sexual issues where they can't get into sex, or they could be hypersexual because they feel like that's all they're good for is sex. Like I said, they commit suicide. They are damaged. Like, you are damaging children before they are even fully developed, and no one is out there protecting them. Why would they tell? If such and such mama kicked her out the house when she said that her stepdaddy molested her, why would I tell? If men and women were all tried for the disgusting things that they have done in the past and in the present, you guys would probably look at a lot of the people that you look up to in disgust. I know I have heard some stories about people that I thought were cool, sweet, nice. Yeah. And it's like, they did what? Oh my God. So think about this. Think about, why has it been okay for so many years? If you are one of those mothers that have swept rape and molestation under the rug when it comes to your children, ask yourself why. What was more important than protecting your child? Why? Why would you damage your child like that? Why would you allow someone to damage your child like that? There's no incentive over your child. And I honestly feel like the same way you're supposed to honor thy mother and father, you're supposed to protect your offspring. And if you don't protect your offspring, if you don't take care of your offspring, nothing in life will ever go well for you. If you have been a victim of sexual abuse of any kind, if you need someone to talk to, inbox me. Instagram or Facebook. You can email me. We can set up a call. We can text. We can talk. If you just need to get it out. If you need help moving forward. If you need help healing. It's trauma. And trauma can go on to onset a lot of things, including dementia. So it's best that we heal from this trauma. I honestly want to know why this has been swept under the rug for so long in our communities. Black, white, all communities. Churchy, non-churchy, all communities. Why is this swept under the rug? Why is this okay? I read an article that was written in 2013 by The Atlantic. The title was America Has an Incest Problem. In this article, it says, child sexual abuse impacts more Americans annually than cancer, AIDS, gun violence, LGBTQ inequality, and the mortgage crisis combined. I can only imagine how the numbers have spiked since we was at home for a full year. All the kids at home, all the parents at home, things falling apart. When things fall apart, people tend to pray. I can't even really imagine like how terrible those numbers have gotten. The statistics now are probably 1 and 2. Stop touching kids. You're sick. It's so many adults out here that's giving away pussy and dick for free. I'm sorry. Stop touching kids. Stop messing up their lives. Stop damaging them before they even fully develop. If you are a child touching a child, stop. If you got a homeboy that's touching children, stop him. Y'all be rallying and doing everything and killing people for everything besides stuff that you may get a pass for. Like, no, that's sick. Stop it. If you're a parent and you're not protecting your child, stop it. If you are a parent and you haven't protected your child, apologize. It's never too late to apologize. It's never too late to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry I did not believe you. I apologize. Make it right. If you are a person who touched a child and they are now grown, go back and apologize. You may not get no time right now because I'm pretty sure they're like, I don't want to relive it. But you need to apologize. You need to ask for forgiveness. Incest, rape, molestation of any kind needs to be done with. It's time that we start protecting our women, our children, our men. Because men are raped and molested too. Little boys are raped and molested too. They're less likely to come out and say it, lesser than the women or the little girls. But they are touched and abused as well. And it doesn't make a man. It creates issues. Stop touching people inappropriately. Thank you for watching this video. Any questions, comments, and concerns, inbox me, email me. If you need to talk, inbox me, email me. If you need to heal, inbox me, email me. We can definitely set up a call. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great week.